Hi guys, how are you? Welcome Jayan and Vods. How are you doing? A little bit spying on this game right now. We're supposed to do the TTSeries recap, of course. It would be a shame not to see the result of this game. I wonder why Justice is the Ryo. I just realized his avatar says Ryo. I don't remember why though. Must be a reason behind it, right? Hello everyone who joined. We are supposed to do the TTSeries recap, but I've been horribly distracted. Thanks, Nice Sparrow. Oh, that reminds me, maybe I could prepare that feedback form on the site.
Hey, everybody.
I will basically use the feedback form from the last year. Because I think it was pretty good. And then we're gonna be ready to announce everything after the stream. All right, it's ready. Okay. Stressful, dramatic, exhausting, but fun. Yeah, remember we have to analyze your game today. Coming out of retirement. Like which retirement? What retirement? Job retirement? Chess retirement? Shogi retirement? Remember why you went to retirement in the first place. What can I say? I also retired recently. Oh, I had so much fun yesterday, guys, on the board stream. Do I call it boring or the board streams? I forgot. I don't even know what's the proper English for that. It must be boring to watch, but people say, oh, those are the best streams. And I'm like, no, that's not the point. You're crying, you can get past 4Q. Well, you just got there, so it's gonna take some time. The higher you go, the harder it gets. I actually just realized, but this is quite dangerous. But I think I am pretty sure I'm not spoilering, right? I think this first is pretty important now that we went there. So you don't want to mix defensive and offense. You want to decide something and then. Generally, I thought this would be a good move without the lands, because that would give us tempo, right? In the worst case, this, right? But then, like, we have more time to do the other stuff, I thought. But Melkor went here first, which means he was confident in that attack. It's kind of awkward that we go back. I played Rita in handicap, and unfortunately they don't want to play me in handicap no more. They want to play equal with you, perhaps? Offensive defensive move, love to see that. Any move played between two kings that are close by becomes both offense and defense, right? Just checkmate threat. While disturbing this checkmate threat. So it's like Melkor got 2 tempo in one. The basics of endgame. So I think the king would be safer if it went down instead. Actually. Well, as we will learn today, Rita is actually the winner of was it TT Shodan? TTM? TTM even, yeah. So he is pretty strong. It's weird that he doesn't want to play handicap, unless you're asking for too big of a handicap out of him. But that's another story, right? That's maybe better even. You played 2 piece and 1 piece. Did you win against him with 1 piece? It's more like Hishi Night Sparrow. Yeah, this is a Hishi shape, this one. It's a very famous one. Yeah, you triple thread. Even if they double defend, that's not enough, right? Because it's 3 versus 2. So by checking the king, you gain this important tempo or important advantage on this square. So this is Hishi because this is in that check, right? Technically they could do something, but they cannot because this pawn was way too strong. That's very important endgame lesson here from Melkor. Similarly, that was possible over here. Yeah. It was possible here. But the difference was that here we don't have the tempo. Because this was a mate, right? So that 1 pawn changed the whole situation dramatically, as you can see, right? Then he said, I'm done giving handicaps. Well, I win, but it doesn't feel like I won. You can show me the game if you want. Yeah, so that's important, Night Sparrow, yeah? That's like super basic. There's also this move. But in this case, it's a little bit tricky. If king takes, it's a mate, but lance takes actually creates a space. So it may seem like a mate, but paradoxically it isn't. If you had like 1 more piece, like this could be a mate, but there's also a rook here. So like this would be a mistake at this point. It has to go there. And this is the only square. It could go here. Technically, it could go here, right? It could go here with the same idea, but notice that in that case, we have this type of move. So this horse wouldn't be covering this crucial square. And therefore, this is the strongest move, yeah? It's really, really tricky. And I said this is Hishi, but actually, we have the same Tetsuji. So we have the same Tetsuji here, so I would have to think about it. But here it walked into Tsume, right? Because silver takes, silver takes. Let me think. Lance. Do we have a mate? I mean, if there is nothing... You is rude. If we have nothing, this continues the Hishi, yeah? And Hishi that continues into Hishi is still considered a Hishi. I know it's a brain breaker. But basically it will be still winning. They would have to sacrifice many pieces, right, in order to survive that, but we have a lot of supporters, and again, our king is safe, so even if they drop something, I think this wins alone. Yeah. Because we block the escape route for this king, and then just exchange everything. Technically, that should work, right? Yeah. Like, we don't even have to do that, but it is a possibility. You sent me 2 Kifu, but you said you played 1 handicap game against them. Okay, so we're gonna finish this game. I'll just see what position do they talk about this one, yeah? Yeah. So you just managed to sabaki the rook. That's winning. Yeah, Rita didn't defend against it, so just sabaki the rook. Even without the bishop, you're winning. Yeah. Handicaps are difficult. Yeah. Let's take the king. Okay. I'm not logged in. The difference is it will show my style of pieces if I log in. Okay, one piece. Yeah, I don't know what Rita is. Maybe he's just not used to handicaps. Yeah, I can see why he doesn't want to play. He's just not playing optimally, yeah? Yeah, okay. Okay, shut up. You just destroyed him. You just destroyed him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Giant, you're funny sometimes. Yeah. Good job. You could try challenge him on equal game. I think he's more used to the equal game setting, and therefore you would learn a lot as well from him. I mean, we have schedule. Oh, you probably did something like Nifu, eh? It's funny. Okay. So, we reached the round 9 of the tournament. All the tournaments, de facto, so the last round. As you can see already, the winner is decided, right? So we have Tourney to Masters, and the winner is clearly Rida. Why is it clearly? Because he has 2-point advantage over everyone. 9 points, 9 games, 9 wins in a row, yeah, 0 losses. So this is quite impressive, yeah? Funny enough, if you look at the our data, Rida is actually way below TTK level, 200 points, but this season he gained 200 points. I heard actually that he doesn't play rated games much, so he's underrated. But as a champion, I will basically make a rule that if you won, you're going up. There is no stopping that. Like, you beat all those people who actually, are close to graduation, so you should graduate. So even though he's not the rating, he should graduate. So that's it, yeah. This is why we also make this tournament. Like you say, oh, how dare you play under your rating and so on. No, this is exactly why we're making this tournament as well, to give people more confidence into playing rated games and get the rating they deserve. Yeah, so it's part of this tournament. What did you do, Giants? This looks more handicap-like. This smells like Nifu. Oh. Okay. Oh. Rook rock drop. That's terrifying. Didn't we want to try the knight? If we give them a bishop, we die, yeah? Yeah. This type of shape, the only way to avoid being checkmated is move like this. We actually saw this particular shape and this particular defense in TTK game 1. So if you missed that, Giant, you can check the VOD from last week. Yeah. So like this is the only way to defend it. Yeah, but good game, nevertheless, yeah. Silly loss is silly loss, but good game. So back to the topic. The reader will be going up. We have top 3 actually get a certificate, yeah, so we will have Rina and Navoyska. Congratulations, yeah, for you too as well. 7 points clear lead above 4th place. Also well done, yeah. Let's see some of the games from round 9. Also, yeah, forgot to mention, we also have people who are close to graduation. It's like within like 100 points, yeah? So that's just to appreciate they're close to graduation. We also have that. So we have Kambui and Shuriken. Kambui being here, Shuriken being here, yeah? So, which game do we watch? I mean, you can try, but TTK, remember, is where Melkor is. So, like, if you're feeling, I mean, in your case, you're 5Q, right? 5Q would be TTS. So you could climb there slowly. Final Chess is confused what is TTK. We have 4 tournaments, 5 even. I think you may remember the times when we had only one, which is TT Shodan. But we have Tourney to King, Tourney to Masters, Tourney to Shodan, and Tourney to Jotsu, Tourney to Queen. We have this many right now. Also, we have Journey to Tourney, which is a tournament between those tournaments. You can see all, of course, on shogi.pl. In WSL, oh, that's great as well. Okay, let's just take a look at the first 2 games then, or maybe Kambui Navoyska. Yeah, the first 2 games sounds really. Journey to Tourney, yeah. It's the names are not very creative at this point. Dudu was also playing very well, with the chances to become top 3. But Rina and Rida and so on basically proven to be a little bit stronger. So here this is a famous trap actually. This is a famous strategy, yeah? We build up this early access, but this is a famous trap, yeah? We have to make space for the bishop to retreat in order to play, I think. Here we simply lose the knight, yeah? That link no work. How about this one? It's one of the tournaments, and then you can find the rest. So yeah, the bishop is being harassed, and in the meantime we activate ours. This is beautiful gameplay shown, but I don't know why the arrows have this ugly color. 81 dojo. Nah! Yeah, 81 dojo doesn't save your references for sound and arrows, which is annoying, like in the system. Like you would think it's the most basic thing to do. What if I get to Melkor's level? I don't know. Will you be happy finally? Will you stop saying I'm weak? Or maybe you will be giving handicaps to people. Well, then what's the point? What's the point then? All right, so here, yeah, in this position, clearly, Rina has like everything, like their bishop, their like 3 generals, so 1 more knight, a token, but they're losing the rook. The rook doesn't actually matter. Oh my gosh, I like this color. The rook doesn't matter. We have 3-piece castle, and this token is gonna be our pivotal piece for the attack. Very nice. Okay, we got a free bishop. Just a matter of solid attack over there. As you can see, Dudu is basically not having enough pieces to continue attacking. So yeah, just bring the horse. And this leads to a mate, yeah. Yeah, very clean win for Rina. Amifa's level. You know that he plays for like very long time. Now let's see, Kambu actually lost against Victor, so good job, Victor. Let's see, we have the Ureshino. We have a little bit weird opening here because in Ureshino, normally we would, I mean, according to what I explained on the video, we move the bishop first to make square for the pawn drop. Here we did this first, which technically I think is the new Ureshino. And then we go back. So like we didn't get the advantage of the pawn 8-8, but we did get advantage of protecting this pawn. I mean, it's solid. 2 years is solid then. Don't worry. Now the main question is, how do we defend this climbing silver? And this is the most basic shape, but it's not really working because the pawn is... Oh no, sorry. The most basic shape would be like this, actually. Something like this, but the pawn is not here, yeah? So we go this way, and this actually allows us to attack anyway. Exchange the silvers and go for this plan of taking the central pawn, technically speaking. So I would do that probably personally. Our other idea is pushing the silver back and attacking, but we have to be careful of this line, yeah? Also like those details here that I see. So Victor is attacking as he's supposed to. Bishop went back to help with the defense of 8-8. And Kambu is defending and finally decides to attack. Okay. So now the problem is, yeah, Victor has 2 pawns, so this is well counter defense. So that was, I guess this is like a main point. Here, Victor got a pawn in hand. And now he has this tactic, yeah. Basically loses him silver for free. And now Victor just needs to prove the win. Flips the rook to this side, opens it up. We don't have pawns to break through. Here, for example, we could have just dropped the pawn and forbid the silver for climbing up. It wouldn't be, yeah, that easy. Okay, we use the knight instead. But you can see the rook is very strong. What are we doing here? We technically could just go there. Pound drop, pound drop. Everything is fine, right? There's a small problem if the silver is here. Maybe, no, we're missing 1 pawn. So, not sure what this knight is doing. We're defending the bishop line, but I'm not sure why we're scared of it. I mean, the king is close, so perhaps we're scared of something like this. Perhaps, yeah. Yeah. Bishop gets activated, and now, you know, the rook bishops are dead, so you can just play slowly. But the king is still weak. King is still, I said too early. King is still weak. Actually, Kambu is fighting back. The rook become a little bit more active, and suddenly the bishop is active again, yeah? So maybe Victor like overplayed here. Yeah, this is not easy anymore. Yeah, this king is so much safer. All right. Yeah, the gold is falling here, sadly. This is a very, very close game, actually, for both players. Good watch. But clearly Victor has the advantage. Why? Well, we have two dragons looking at the king. Our king is basically threatening to enter. He's safe where he is, of course. And this horse is irrelevant. And now Victor is one side attacking. This type of one side attack is just victorious. Yeah, but you have no speed if you have no material as well. Keep that in mind. Okay, simply sacrificing everything. I mean, this was oh no, the bishop is protecting here. I wanted to say this is a mate, but bishop is protecting, so not yet. Sure. Not the most effective way to attack, but winning nevertheless. So the problem with this type of attack in the endgame, look how many pieces we used. And depending on the situation, look how many pieces the enemy has, right? They could have counterattacked with. So here, normally here, this would be like super winning for this side, like for Victor. But because we are hesitant on deciding this game properly, this might turn around certain things, yeah? So I'm trying to think of like some example here. Just an example, yeah, pawn drop here. So much faster. And uses a simple pawn, right? If the knight takes, this bishop defense is gone. And it makes it simple to checkmate that king, actually. An example. This works. Anything works. Yeah, so this way, even though we gave them a lot of pieces, it doesn't matter because it was all check, right? The point is, in the last situation, where can they resist? When they can resist here, they have only silver. Notice if they take it with any other piece, like silver, this is a check. Bishop is gone, which makes it also easier. So this type of pawn is way more efficient. So if you guys are, let's say, 5Q, this type of moves, this type of efficiency becomes very important. Yeah, sure, winning is win is win. But later, that one mistake, that one inefficiency can cost you the game. For example, here, the last time the opponent can resist is here. And notice instead of one silver, they have 3 generals and a knight, yeah? Huge difference. Huge difference. Maybe this would turn out to be Tsume if the situation was a little bit different. Yeah? But it's a good lesson here from this game for us. All right, so that was Tourney to Masters. Again, congratulations to Rida. We will having handicap game against a professional player. I will have to figure out how to do it since I will be unavailable next month. Maybe we can have a different host. We will talk about this within the community. Yeah? We'll have nice certificates from Ko, actually. He's working on them. And yeah, graduates will have to fight against stronger opponents next season, which is also exciting. Yeah. Okay, Tourney to Showdown. Our winner is the Gringolade. We actually have 3 graduates, which is the Gringolade, Misetti, and Gabriel. Angelo also, like, the score was really, the games were really impressive, the score as well. Close to graduation, we have all those people. I think Tokyo Peach is like 1 point off. So in those cases, I would recommend going to higher tournament, although the requirement is you can play in the current one. So here is the table. We have the Gringolade with clear 9 wins in a row. Very, very nice domination here. Behind is Tuski, very, very close. He just lost 1 game against the Gringolade in the round 4. But yeah, very strong player. To begin with, I think he was a little bit overrated. Yeah, oh, that reminds me, I didn't set up this. Anyway, little bit overrated to begin with, so maybe next season I will ask him to like play in a higher tournament after all. Yeah, very close to graduation according to the most recent rating as well. And we have Turtwig on the 3rd place. Also really impressive. Then we have those 2 graduates, funnily enough. Yeah, they're not taking... It's kind of funny, yeah? You're not winning the tournament yet you graduate. Means you're doing something right, yeah? You didn't win that games, but you've improved your play during the tournament, which is exactly what we want to see. Gabriel is here, number 5. Lost little too many games, but play was impressive nevertheless. Then, yeah, we will have to analyze Night Sparrow's game, right? But this is gonna be soon. Yeah, here. Yeah, I remember Night Sparrow. I remember. Oh, should we go over your game first? In that case, I don't want to keep you awake. So here in this tournament, I would like to see Mizuti's game, because that's my student. And maybe Tuski's game just to show. Also Turtwig, yeah, 3rd place. We're gonna see those 3 games. For the TTJ, the winner is Ko, our certificate maker. With Gabes got doing great as well. The only difference between those 2 players, this was very close. They have the same number of wins, but the tiebreaker is different. And that is probably... I'm not sure actually. Probably because Ko lost against 2nd player and Gabes lost against 4th player, which is worse. So even though they played together and this player won, the sum of the opponents is better for Ko. Yeah, this is like unfortunately how Swiss tournament works. Yeah, so really this number, yeah, decided the standings. Very, very close though. Gabes was also very, very impressive. Vods is number 3. Congratulations as well. And what's most impressive, guys, in TTJ, look how many graduates there are. Look how many people got the confidence this season. We have Ko, Gabes, Vods, Hulk, Kagorilla, Mistia, Philip, Unfit. Yeah, if you look at this diagram over here, look, like half of the tournament graduated, basically. How amazing is that? I'm so proud of you guys. Yeah, well done, well done. You definitely deserve that 5Q, yeah? Where was it? Here. Well done. Okay, and here we definitely want to analyze Night Sparrow's game. Take a look at Poises. And maybe Kos as the winner, yeah? So I will go over Night Sparrow first because you're falling asleep. Was the tulip? No, okay. So here they move the rook. Here you have this bishop drop because they made the mistake of move order. You could try it. If you don't want it, it's fine. You go for Maruyama's vaccine, eh? In this case, yeah, pound, yeah, exactly the shape. Okay. So we want to target this point. The problem is the bishop drop right now, so we want to, yeah, slow down. And we go for the boring Telmarch's shape that he always play against me. No, I'm joking. Yeah, Maruyama is good. Maruyama is good. Yeah, so they play the power Nakabisha, which is the rook on 5-1, silver will come here, maybe the knight will come here. We want to have some counterplay. Okay, now they played something weird. So out of the Josek that I know, we will have to figure out what we want to do with that. So one immediate strategy I would want to try is this, of course. But like maybe it helps them sabaki a lot of pieces and we don't necessarily have a strong attack, yeah? It looks cool, but there's no follow-up. What we can do else is that we have a weakness, which is this king's ear right now. We cannot really develop the knight as they push this pawn, but the minus that they have is that the silver is stuck on this square unless they go like this, and then we can push here. So we should start either like keep those things in mind that at some point we may be able to activate the rook. We have to think about our king defenses, maybe, you know, Aimino. And I kind of wait for the chance because they potentially made a strategical mistake, yeah? So now again, this is changing our point of view. This is very unstandard. What advantage is gonna give us? If the silver moves, this pawn becomes unprotected. So this bishop drop becomes a thing. So I think I would still play slow. Because the moment the silver moves, again, we can push this pawn and we're happy. Okay? And that's what I would do, yeah. Everything went out of the window. Inner Mifa, yeah. Yeah. So there are two ways of looking into this position, I guess. One way is that I sacrifice my rook to attack the opponent's position, and I have potentially four, it's three general castle versus 2 general castle, and my bishop is just gonna harass this rook completely and I'm going to win. In the meantime, the silver is doing nothing. I'm going to win. But there is a problem with this thinking. I think that they can just protect the knight. Yeah, and look what happens. We're left with the bishop and I got how many attacking pieces? 2. If we had this pawn maybe to help, maybe that's gonna be different, but that's not even 3, not even 4, yeah? So this is definitely overdoing. On top of that, this silver is actually hanging, which will speed up their attack. And the attack I'm seeing is they're gonna drop the rook, move the silver back, take the knight, push this pawn, either push this pawn and make a token or just activate that rook over there and promote it as well. Like here, right? You will have this rook taking the knight. So you have 2 rooks against your 4-piece castle, which you are like, oh, I have 4-piece castle, it's great, I'm surviving. But they will have the knight and the bishop, which gives them 4 pieces. So unlike you, yeah, they will have much more firepower. That's not good, in my opinion. On the other hand, the second way to look at this position, if you were to move the rook back, probably here, they potentially have to still defend, giving you turn. But also notice what happens. They have the same situation, two-piece castle. They have the same situation. Silver is useless. On top of that, the gold is useless. And you can win by slowly pressuring them, technically. Yeah, slowly. I mean, you don't even have to do anything, like develop the knight. The most aggressive move is perhaps the spawn push. I mean, we could consider this bishop, but alone it doesn't do much, yeah? And like they have no move. Even if you were to jump this knight, like what they gonna do? Yeah, let's say. What they gonna do? If they push here, like this is double defended, it's fine, right? And we take the spawn. It's fine. Yeah, they're stuck. You kind of punish them by doing nothing, if it makes sense. Sometimes doing nothing is the worst punishment in Shogi. You don't give them... Because attacking means you give them power. And that's what we call borrowing the power in Shogi. You don't let them borrow that power away from you. And therefore they're like this Anaguma that's stuck and they don't have any attack type of deal, yeah? You're good at that? But yeah, but doing nothing and then doing something, like waiting skillfully is something that Misty was supposed to do here, basically. I don't know which line toad, and probably pawn drop 2-4 isn't forceful enough. Yeah, you were not suffocated. He's suffocated, actually, yeah. Maybe they can try something like this, and maybe we should be thinking about this, but this knight can come and join the attack, or you can attack here or here. You can even move the rook here if he leaves. But those two pieces will be stuck on this side of the board is the point, I think. Like the most aggressive would be this, like, and then you just break through, right? We have to be careful of this move though. And it makes it a little bit complex as, yeah, we still have a bishop drop or such. But it makes more pleasure, right? To read this. He cannot do anything. He cannot do only this much. Does it make sense? Therefore, you can simply calculate one line. If you don't like this line, you try the other. Yeah. Yeah, this type of aggression is possible, but this is a good counter. I mean, this probably still works, honestly. But here they will promote the rook, yeah? So we'll have this type of exchange. And here, we kind of both are able to sabaki the rook, better or worse, but they have the disadvantage of the gold. What we have is this rook with 3 pieces, like 3 pieces attacking our king directly, so maybe not the most pleasure, not the most safe way to do it, but could be interesting, yeah? Yeah, patience, definitely, or endurance, patience, those are those 2 high level, like 5 down qualities. Knowing when to be aggressive, that's definitely like high, super high down level qualities. Hi, Rico. All right, so... this is the line that Toad was talking about, I believe. I mean, the fight continues. It's quite interesting to watch, actually. They have the pivotal piece, though, right? And they have the rook and bishop, which means your Mino will die. Yeah, beautiful gold drop, this one. attack the most important defender. Those bishops, like defending from far away, are usually hard to break, and this gold is like so perfect for that. Okay. Okay, well, I had to take here, piece advantage, and checkmate. Yeah, this is actually a checkmate already. Like this. So yeah, that's why like here, the only way to win this kind of fight is you have faster attack because you gave a lot of material. We sacrifice material to get tempo, right? Or to get like huge advantage. And here we didn't gain any of those. Yeah, we got an equal sabaki. Equal sabaki means they have material advantage. Leaving your gold here. Oh my gosh, this silver move was great as well. Like your opponent played really strongly here. Yeah, even if you like try to save the other material, you're already too far behind. And this is why it was so one-sided after that. So it's a big lesson for you, Night Sparrow. I hope you're gonna take that to heart. The patience, endurance, slower play, also an option in some positions. Yeah, I'm good, Necrodus, and you. This is the last stream we're doing. No, Saturday we have Tourney to King game 2. Depending on the result, maybe we have one more. Probably not actually, because they will play in the middle of my night. After which I could be doing random streams like I did yesterday. Yesterday I streamed for 4 hours for no reason. So, but generally I'll be taking a break already. So we are talking about Tourney to Shodan. We skipped it a bit for Night Sparrow because probably going to sleep. We're gonna check the Gringolade, who's the winner of TTSeries. Yeah, if it pleases me. Yeah, it was pretty enjoyable stream actually. Okay, we have some crazy exchanges here. Okay. So this is very unusual case of double swinging rook where they push this pawn. And if I remember correctly, we actually have to close the bishop line here. It's a very big exception to like third 5 rook, I think. Because this is undefendable. Normally we would have this move, right? But here we don't have such option. So the only way to continue, that's a book line, would be actually this. But it leads to a forced variation of something like this. And the problem is that this rook next will threaten nasty stuff. I don't know what they play. I don't know. Let's say they do this, yeah. Just to prove a point, we have this huge sacrifice here. This is rather a famous line, leading from that position we just saw. Yeah, it's pretty deep, but this is why we push this pawn, basically. And yeah, so here we already at disadvantage because they have a horse and we don't. It's much better not to drop the bishop in that case and try to fight differently, I think. Because now we have just a bishop, right? So the bishop's gonna be harassed by the horse. And let's see if the Gringolade does the correct thing, yeah? Oh, but the rook is a little bit harassed now with the pawn promotion. Next, but this rook is also under attack. It's a little bit crazy. Okay, yeah, this is a very mature move. We just slow down the position by taking off the token. Yeah, quite nice. All right, who's winning here? So we have a powerful rook drop, or silver drop even, yeah? Rook drop, and this camp is undefendable now, right? We have 2 rooks looking into it. this king is in the center, but actually this is the safest spot for this king to be in. And crazy attack continues. Leading to a Hishi position, which is very close right now, yeah? Again, we chose a very aggressive way to attack. Here we had those clear advantage. But we ended up giving a lot of pieces, right? Here. This is where our forceful variation starts. If we play a forceful variation like that, we have to be sure that either we have Tsume or Hishi and our king survives. So this move tells me that it wasn't the case, maybe. Kind of tells me that, but I'm not sure, yeah. If we wanted to go for Hishi move like this would make more sense, but not sure if we're 100% surviving. Here, take. Do we have any fork on that is the main question, but I don't think they do. The problem is perhaps like they can defend it and it's not truly a Hishi. So this is something we would have to predetermine before, like dropping the gold, actually. Yeah, it's very important here. Maybe the pound drop is good enough. Maybe it's good enough. So if we determine this, sure, we can go for this line. As we have this huge attack, I see. So we didn't move here because we want to continue defending. That makes sense. And here we finally create Hishi, because no matter if we defend, they have this tactic. Yeah. So this is technically undefendable, so we try to counter. Now the question is this Sume? Yeah, so the moment we drop the gold, we would have to calculate if this is Sume. It looks kind of Sumish. Unless the king runs there, yeah. Because the idea is simply take, drag the king upward, check from behind, use this knight to capture it above. If the king runs to here, it seems like we cannot really use the help of this rook, so probably it escapes. In that case, we would like to block the escape route first, for example, like this, because this would become a checkmate, yeah? In that case, we would have one less gold, but the idea could be similar. I mean, if the pawn drops, it would be like ideal, yeah? Knight drop, something we could consider. The king runs here though, under this dragon. If this works, it would work, yeah? But we'd have to calculate it. The idea being, we have two bishops, so there's two bishops actually. Wow, okay. That's definitely so. The idea being, if they block us, I don't know which piece is the best. I mean, actually, gold is just gold at the head, right? And we arrive at the sandwich position that we talked about, right? The sandwich. The king running. It just seems very similar with the bishop drop or such. Bishop drop, king, no. Dragon. Maybe dragon, bishop drop type of deal, yeah. Yeah, I will just show you one variation. Let's say this happens and we have this drop. We have this cool sacrifice here, basically. no, gold to the head. Really, really cool lines over here. So those type of moves would make sense. If it's like another piece, we have always this bishop drop over here. Could be over here, but this feels better from further away. And it like, I'm not even like calculating it. It just feels it just feels like it. If they go here, we chase them, or drop something like a bishop. I'll probably chase them. Like sure, we have to calculate it, but it feels very, very checkmate. Maybe bishop drop also works from behind. Just a double bishop drop, you know. Something like this could work. Like anything seems to be working at this point. Maybe gold drop works too. Wait, which was the line I was thinking about? Totally misread it. Totally misread. Yeah, this doesn't work. Anyway, there are many lines that would work. Let's say this one. So, I hope I didn't calculate it correctly. But I think that would give more fighting chances as you like delete the king escape route. But here we're also doing a bunch of checks. This knight cannot be taken as this issue will be deleted. This looks still promising, although they just castled. Literally, they just castled. Trying to escape. And we walked into Tsuma, unfortunately. So this is Tsuma, right? Oh, what? This is Tsuma, my difference. Tsuma in 3. Oh my, how dare we miss that? Anyway, and also, I don't know about you, but this would be safer in general, like taking the knight. It makes Tsuma like 3 moves longer, but it would be way safer than just this, yeah? Again, the matter of efficiency of moves. Cannot take. We run, and it's a mate, yeah. I mean, there are many ways to checkmate here, but sure. So last chance, I think, was to run here. Oh, okay, so this was also a threat, and therefore it was a mate as well, I guess. Yeah, okay, it was unavoidable. If we drop the gold, it's the same line. We do that. Basically, this leads to a mate. So yeah, a little bit over for Mizuti. He had a chance to turn this around. Didn't manage. So yeah. The main problem was the opening, actually. As we said, this is a very powerful move. All right. Music Man, what happened in your game? We have Gangi. No, third Fire Rook. Early Silver development. Hopeful Hedgehog making a weird castle. Fuzzy castle, perhaps. I'm not a fan of those castles like that. This silver doesn't help to defend the king, and yet it's not attacking, so it's doing nothing. This gold is not connected with other pieces. This gold is potentially defending this line, but practically speaking, it's leaving this flank open and blocking the bishop. Yeah, and the bishop gets exchanged. So here, technically, this rook sabaki will be huge for Hedgehog, but it feels a little bit unstable. You could say Music Man over-attacked as well, yeah? You could say that. Music Man is definitely over-attacking at this point. Those games are hard to win. But look what happens, yeah? Hopeful has a lot of pieces in hand. If he manages to stabilize the situation, he keeps the material advantage, right? So that's the main role of Hopeful Hedgehog. Yeah, around here, we're supposed to think how to stabilize the situation. They drop the bishop back onto the board, yeah? we attacked it. We could have thought about different move, maybe like silver up or something to make it more stable. But anyway, this also should be something we should stabilize. I wonder if we take. They only have a gold in hand, but looks a little bit scary. Yeah, the point is they would have no pawn in hand. But here we're going for another premise that here we have time to defend again. Right? So we make a strong defender. I would prefer a pawn at this point. I would prefer to keep my generals next to the king again. Yeah, pawn is good enough, I think. Like, what is this silver doing? Nothing, right? We're thinking of attacking here with the silver? No, that's not the point of the game. We should stabilize. But yeah, horse over here makes sense. No, stabilize. Yeah, this is counterattack again. Counterattack. The horse is way more important than the rook. They have 3-piece castle, we have a horse. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is where we messed up. This is where we missed. And they made a token. So look at this beautiful shape. They have bishop, gold, silver, and a token, and a pawn. And like, it's unstoppable. That was a big mistake here, I think. Like, moves like this even make sense in this position. Because what they gonna do? Yeah? Maybe attack here. We defend. Yeah, keep defending, keep defending. If we had one more silver, it would be easier, by the way, but... Yeah, so that's like the main points of this position. Just block the rook. It's stuck here, great, yeah. Here they're not returning actually anything. Taking the lens could be a possibility. Even dropping the silver here could be a possibility. Just to make a difference, although they would run here. Yeah, like, possibility, yeah. Play moves that, okay, that sounds silly, but play moves that make sense. Play moves with a goal in mind. So in this goal in mind is to just cut off this rook and then we're winning. Because we have such a huge piece advantage. The only way we can lose this game is that he attacks us faster than we attack him, which is more likely as they have full castle, we don't. So we have to juggle. Either we have to juggle with our king's safety, which is risky, or we make it safer. We should have made it safer. This was an unsafe way to make it safer, kinda. And this made it super unsafe. I don't understand the gold drop. Pound drop. Avoiding the token is like super handicap basics. I'm sorry, but like we have to defend this token creation somehow. Or at least pretend we're trying. Yeah, this is a mate, yeah. The Music Man, definitely an aggressive player, but hopeful should have played it out differently. Okay, third week. Third week was third, right? In TTSeries, I really wanted to have a quick check of this game. By quick check, I mean super quick check. We have the bishop that's being harassed, and we have the piece advantage. So in this case, this side would like to go aggressive, right? And it does it brilliantly. Look at this, yeah. We don't have to sacrifice the horse again. We could take the lance, taking a piece is huge. Next, just moving in harasses the rook in a different way. Interesting. Especially if this doesn't decide the game, we should... Okay, but if it does decide the game, it's completely fine. Yeah, okay, that's totally fine. Beautiful. Yeah, third week, freak you. Showing us the skill here. It was very one-sided. No wonder. Bishop takes was perhaps a little bit too risky. Like silver move generally was too risky. I think we're afraid of the rook check, but we shouldn't be. As the silver captures the rook. I don't know what happened over there. Again, sometimes patience is important. And here definitely third week got all the power from the enemy's attack. So turning to showdown. The Gringolade wins again. Tuski and Turtwig, congratulations for second and third place. Mizuti, Gabriel, congratulations for graduation. Woo! And finally, TTJ, we're gonna watch 2 more games, which is Poises and Koz. Koz as the winner, Poise as the third place. Gabes, we didn't watch. Gabes. Gabes we watched a lot in the past, so maybe let's just leave it at that. So, Poise. Our opponent is playing a weird opening. Normally we would go for third by rook. We're playing the gold, so we wanna expose it, yeah. That's good. We got a free pawn. Normally, like, taking a pawn like this wastes a little bit of tempo, but we're confident. I guess it's fine. Yeah, we have to be careful about moves like this, the most. Which would leave our rook in a weird spot, potentially allow them bishop drop over here. Or a fork over here, right? Bishop silver fork. In also allowing them exchanges like this and this, right? Here it doesn't work because we have king rook fork. It's a very, like, you can see how complex this position becomes suddenly if we take such lonely pawn. Sometimes it's better to like keep it like there and then admit, oh, if I have one more piece, I can drop it here because you gave me a space, yeah? Just like it gives them a chance to make it crazier. And seeing that all those exchanges may happen, I would rather prefer to move my king closer to the silver to prevent those exchanges and keep the gold to protect this side rather. Or hurry up and move my rook back to avoid any complication is all. But yeah, this is like unbalanced move, I think. Knight. Okay, they just blocked their bishop. We're winning. We're just winning now. Our plan is to go for Anaguma? No, Mino, okay. Now we have to be careful of, okay, this, but the bishop is here, so that's fine, yeah. Okay. Quite brave to open up this pawn against the bishop, but, I mean, so we can see that there is 2 pieces for 1 exchange, but they have bishop drop, so we cannot do that. We should push the edge pawn, because that's a good shape. We could harass this bishop's head. The question is, how do we want to attack? The biggest question. Silver. Edge push, good, good. And slowly thinking about tactics. Tactics. Oh, huge. That's huge. Okay, so our plan is just to play slowly, which is also a plan. Okay, they don't know what they're doing. Space, yeah, we want to take space here if we can. I wonder if moves like this work or not. Yeah, just taking some space in the center, you know. Or taking some space here, taking some space here, putting the bishop in more active square. Just thinking about stuff. Not sure how this bishop helps us, yeah? Because now they will have this attack, so we just move the rook there from our own violation. Okay, we defend, all right. So kind of sped them up, right? Here we could have played a different move. Anyway. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got a free gold. Now we're winning. Yeah, there are some tactical mistakes we're doing. We're not playing the most efficient thing. Here we could have considered sacrificing the bishop and like attacking already. They have a bishop drop. We could consider that surviving or not. Yeah, we could consider this aggressive variation. Here, when we move the bishop, it's probably better to move it further down to start with, but I guess we're afraid of this. Yes, we're afraid of this. Then it's fair. Yeah, sure. Okay, there becomes useless. Offer bishop exchange. Not like the silver. Why are we opening our king line? I mean, the pawn sacrifice is huge, so like we can drop the pawn here now or drop the bishop here. This is a nice strategy to know. What else do we see? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, bishop, cool. Yeah, great. Then they gave us a lot of pieces. Cool, nice ending. So we strongly understand, yeah, the strategical points of the opening. We got a good point there, just tactically maybe not the most efficient. Because we ended up having this strong strategical position, right? But we didn't know what to do with it exactly here. And it became equal game, which it shouldn't become equal. It was kind of weird, yeah. So maybe this is a nice position to think about. All right, Ko, finally. Ko, the winner. Let's see how he destroys a poor 9Q. Did we see this game? We saw this game on stream, actually. Never mind. Very unexciting ending to this week's recap. Yeah, Ko really demolished his opponent here. I remember this. Yeah, beautiful game it was. No problem. Yeah, those type of games where the position is non-Joseki, they're quite rough, but they're also the most fun to like dismantle. Something is calling me in those positions. There is something in here, but I have no idea what. I know that there is something. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, is there something in this position? I was considering. But you can see, yeah, 1,000 points advantage. This bishop is way more active than this one. That's for starters. But yeah, the basic idea, it seems like we want the space again. What if they don't move the silver? Like they kind of run out of moves otherwise. Let's say they do this instead. Just attack the head of the bishop, silver has to go back, we take the space. And the idea is once we push this pawn, the rook can go in the center. Together with this bishop, they make some threats. Interesting. Yeah, so quite an interesting position, I think, this one to take to the computer and see how exactly do they win this one from this strategic advantage. So once more, congratulations, Ko, Gabes and Pois, you're gonna get certificates. And we have a lot of graduates. So that concludes TTSeries Season 7. We, of course, will still have handicap games of pros, handicap games of lady pros. We have the rewards to give, and I will want you guys to give me the feedback from the tournament. I'm gonna throw the link both here and in the Discord. How do I share the link again? I sound like an old person. How does the technology work again? I mean, it's confusing. sometimes with the things. Settings. Make a quiz responses presentation. You do it again. Do I just share the link? Send. Oh, there's a big button that says send. Okay. All right, so this is gonna be the form. We're gonna ask you, what does it say? The wrong form? Hello? Karolina and Fortin? What's going on? No longer accepting responses. Okay, accept responses. All right, but the title is wrong as well. It be 7. Yep, correct. So here you guys go. Thank you so much. I will see you on Saturday morning, 7 UTC for the TTK game 2. If you want to see what it is your time zone, it's on the Discord top left. Hope you enjoyed the tournament as well. If you did, please send the form. If you didn't, please send the form so we can improve. And yeah, let's continue growing as a community and making everything better. Yeah. And also thank you everyone for the subscriptions, donation, and so on. This is what supports this tournament mainly, so that we can buy those lessons from the pro. All right. Nobody to rate, unfortunately. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rico. See you on the Discord. People are playing League of Legends there recently. It's crazy. If you enjoy those stuff, you can join them. That's for now. Bye.